One day, when Saint Ignatius was reflecting on all the events of his life, he suddenly remembered the twists and turns he had gone through. He had learned many things and had actually become a quiet, good person, according to his own version.
Thank God. Now I can become better person. Now I can go away from a negative thing.
Sometime later, Saint Ignatius went to Venice to try to give exercise and engage in spiritual conversation. There, he met his 9 colleagues to give them spiritual training. Magisterium Pietro Contarini, Magister Gasparo de Doctis, and the Spaniards Rosas and Bacalaureus Roques, who often associated with the Bishop of Chieti.
What brings you here? Will you teach about spirituality?
Around 3 4 days, Saint Ignatius colleges opened their hearts to him for spiritual guidance. They were afraid that they would receive a heretical teachings because many people said that Saint Ignatius taught bad things.
So, like that.
Hmm, excuse me. We are afraid about your teachings. You give us are heretical. So many people say you teach so bad things.
We are repentant that our teach is heresy.
However, in the end, they made the decision to follow the pilgrim's life. The 9 friends distributed themselves to serve in various hospitals. After 2 3 months, the 9 companions went to Rome to ask for permission to go to Jerusalem. They discussed the funds they had collected, and one of them collected the money that had been collected.
What if we split up and ask people for money so we can visit Jerusalem?
Agree.
Okay, let's split up quickly.
Okay.
But they only want to accept donation funds in the form of a check, and it turned out that the 9 colleges didn't have enough, so they returned the checks to the people who had given them. They returned to Venice because they didn't have enough money to go to Jerusalem, namely by walking and begging. They were divided into the 3 groups. In that year, there were no small ships to go to Asia Minor after Venice broke ties with Turkey. They scattered for 1 year to find a home outside the city. They all survived by begging every day and eating only toast for 40 days. After the 40 days end, Magister Jean Carter arrived and they decided to preach in different place. They shout and called people while waving their heads. While waving their heads, the result is there was a big competition in the city, and many people became angry.
Hey, why shouting in here?
Sorry.
While living in Vicenza, he received a news that his friend Simon Rodriguez was seriously ill and almost died. In a panicked tone, Saint Ignatius asked for his whereabouts.
Hey,
Hey,
one of your friend, Simon Rodriguez, was sick and almost died.
where is he now?
He is at his house in Bassano.
We have to go to Simon's house right now.
Saint Ignatius Loyola immediately went to Simon Rodriguez's house, where even though he was sick with fever. He walked so fast even his friend Faber couldn't catch up with him.
Hey, just take it slow.
We must go to the Simon's house now.
In the middle of journey, Saint Ignatius Loyola received assurance from God that his friend wouldn't die.
Hey, what are you doing?
I have assurance from the God that Simon will not die from this disease.
Thanks, God.
I have decided, after I become priest, I will not offer mass. And I prepare myself to the Blessed Virgin to become of her son.
When they arrived at Simon Rodriguez's house, he was very entertained, and his illness immediately improved. They returned to Vicenza, and the 10 of them stayed there. Then, at the end of the year, when there was no possibility of boarding a ship, they decided to go to Rome, including the pilgrims.
Okay, do whatever do you want, because I was the one who wrote it.
When we arrive in Rome, the windows are closed. There's many and lot of resistance in here. We must be careful out there and not talk to women unless they are in high position.
At a later time,
I received a confession from a woman, and many visited me to thanks to spiritual gifts.
a few days later, they went to Rome.
From one casino, I took Franciscus de Sarda entire to help people in the house in the vineyard.
I gave spiritual exercise to several people at the same time. One who lived in Santa Maria Maggiore, the other in Ponte Sixto.
Michael started making trouble and bad-mouthing me. Made Michael be called by the governor by priest showing the governor a letter from Mikael, in which he highly praised me. The governor examined Michael and finally expelled him for Rome. Then Mudara and Barita start making trouble against me, saying that I and my friends had fight for Spain, Paris, and Vincent. Finally, in front of the governor and Cardinal Ticket, they both admitted that they could not say anything bad about us, either regarding our behavior or teaching. Delegate ordered the whole matter to be kept quiet, but I did not accept that and present several reasons to the Pope when I met him in Prestige. The Pope understood this and ordered a verdict in my favor.
That same day, before dinner, he called with a look of someone who was more self-conscious than usual, and he made some kind of statement.
I'm really sure I'm not doing anything. I have made many mistakes against God's science. I start serving him, but I have never commitment on major sin.
Instead, he always grew in devotion. Every time he wanted to find God, he could find him. Now he also often experiences a vision. While offering Mass, Saint Ignatius Loyola had many visions. Now Saint Ignatius could easily recount them because everything he experienced was always written down in his book. When Saint Ignatius Loyola showed his book, one of them, surprised by the large book full of his writings.
Here, take a look at my book.
Whoa, it's really big. Can you read a little to me? Wow, it turns out that most of the vision you see confirm parts of the Constitution.
Saint Ignatius Loyola had many visions. Sometimes he saw visions from God the Father, sometimes from the three persons of the Holy Trinity, sometimes from the Blessed Virgin who prayed for him, and sometimes they confirmed him. Saint Ignatius Loyola also made a statement.
I want to establish regulation regarding the 40 Hertz Mass.
Can the cars have input and can it be asked by the CSP?
I will contact the church to get more information.
While Saint Ignatius Loyola said Mass and presented the problems he was facing to God in prayer, the colleges tried to look at the paper containing the Constitution. The college approached Saint Ignatius and asked,
Saint Ignatius Loyola, do you mean if I ask to you leave this place? I want to see the paper containing the Constitution.
No, I cannot leave this place.
And finally, Saint Ignatius Loyola continued to address the problems he facing, and the colleges left